هلا شباب حياكم في بودكاست بوينت episode 6 of season 3. Today joined by
Mims.
Hassan.
علاوي
and Hamoud. Welcome back. I think أسبوع طف.
Yeah, I
Hello,
was
محل.
out. And
كنت
Malawi was
مريض
out.
بعد أو لا مو مريض بيتكم.
Last week was 3-man podcast.
Yeah.
I was here.
The week before you were not here.
The week before.
Yeah. كل أسبوع واحد. هالأسبوع you cannot make it.
الاسبوع اللي قبله ما قلنا يوز شهر صار لي ترى اخر مره لقيت يوز في بودكاست صار له شهر.
Yeah, it's been a weird month.
Yeah,
So been
that
a
is
weird
true.
year actually. مو month.
2022, let's go.
It's been a very
The
weird
only
month.
consistent figure is this guy.
لحد الحين. You never
So if he
know.
doesn't come to the podcast, you know it's an
Oh,
apocalypse.
guys, you know what? We need to keep a board. هنا ورا نحط star attendance.
Okay. Guys, you can start with the
Red Bull?
With the Red Bull. I'll fix something with the PC, but yeah, okay.
What happened to the
Continue.
PC?
وش بتسوي؟
Not the PC.
Of course, until Hamoud's fixed the technical issue, we would love to thank Red Bull
Yes.
for supporting us as always.
Okay, we're gonna do a countdown. Malawi. يلا 3, 2, 1. We're syncing.
That was so good.
I know, right?
We're thinking outside the box.
What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about? So اخباركم؟ شلون ورد اليوم؟
Hamoud is like there.
A lot of people didn't get it.
Because مأساة.
And تدري ليش I got it؟ لأن من القولون.
لا بس انطر لا نعطيها انت يمكن في اوادم ما سواه. مم تسويني وردل كل يوم ولا لا؟
Say what?
وردل. ويت ما تعرفين
Let's
شنو
explain
وردل.
this to you. Wordle is a game. It's one word per day. إنزين.
For everyone.
For everybody, the whole world. إنزين.
It's a game.
You have 6 tries to get the word. It's always 5 letters. تخلين مثلا كلمة let's say heart. If it's grey, the letter does not exist in the word. If it's yellow, it's there but in the wrong position. If it's green, it's there in the correct position. Did you get that or was it?
Sorry, الكهرباء ضربت راسي.
So اللعبة قبل اسبوع او اسبوعين شروها شو اسمه نيويورك
New York
تايمز.
Times.
So it was already big لأن كان عليها controversial topic كبير انزين خصوصا ويا موضوع الكلونز انزين ففي واحد مسوينها كلون كان انزين
Of course.
وتعرف انه خصوصا اذا مثلا اللعبه تنشهر انزين الموبايل جيمز كل من قاعد يسوون كلون فهم كذي صارت انشهرت فنحاول نسوي كل يوم شو اسمه الورد
Yeah.
لازم
You have
مثلا
6 tries. If you fail, you don't get the word.
Yep.
What? It sounds interesting, to be honest.
And today's word is hated by the entire globe.
What is-
because it's not يعني اذا بنتكلم خلاص او اليوم للحين اوريدي موجوده الكلمه امس وش كانت؟
12 امس humor I think
لا كانت بوز كانه
or pause اللي قبلها humor.
كانت بوز
So it's
هيومر
like on
كذي
daily basis.
إيه, on
they
daily
want you to
basis,
do-
إيه.
Okay.
فكل شو اسمه كانت ايزي شو اسمه ايزي وورد بس هذه حسان حصلت الحروف كلهم ما ادري وش هي بعدين اختي قالت لي قلت لها حتى لو ما بحلها
خسرت
ما
لو-
لا ما خسرت قلت لها ما بحلها ما بسويها عشان ما سويتها لان انا ما افهمها يمكن اول مره اسمعها في حياتي الكلمه
انا لا I cannot say it shit.
انت قبل لا يصيرك هذا الصادق كنت تعرف الكلمه
إيه. هي تقرح بالانجليزي.
اوكي وهو احسن
قرح.
ما سويتها اليوم
قرحه. بس he knows it. I told him. يقول he'll never do it.
And then anyway, apparently there is some sound in the one of the mics, but I cannot hear it. But I'm sorry about this if there is an issue. with
للحين
the audio
صوت
this
يطلع؟
week. I'll have to.
تقدر تسمع من هناك ولا لا؟
لا, I cannot hear it. I don't know what's the issue.
You want to pause the podcast and just unplug each mic, see which one it is?
It's gonna make it hard.
اضرب ميوت المايك
It's gonna be too much عشان I sync everything up مرة ثانية.
دقيقه بس let's be quiet نشوف يمكن هنا يطلع
لا, I can't hear it. I'm sure.
you can't hear it يعني من الويندوز يعني اغلب الوقت من يمكن من
I'm not sure what's
الواير.
the issue, but there's an if there is in the recording an issue, I'm sorry for everyone on Twitch, of course. Like we didn't say this, we do this live on Twitch. For people who listen on Twitch or watching on Twitch, and في a little bit of a background noise. I'm sorry about this. We'll fix it next time. But hopefully for recording on Spotify and YouTube with the cleaning, إذا طلع I can clean it with the editing.
See.
Anyway, so we were talking about Wordle.
يس
Yeah.
وردل.
It's a nice thing to do like every day, like in the beginning of your day. Actually,
You just wake up, it's like, let
You
me
know what
see.
the issue
let
is
me
with it?
fuck my mind up.
When it comes to me انا قاعد من النوم المفروض 7:30 اطلع من البيت maximum.
Okay.
But I stay an extra half an hour on the bed because of this game. So I always leave late.
اتس جود. يعني انا اسويها اول ما اقعد من النوم صق عشان تشغل مخي. زين يو نيد something to يشغل هذا.
It motivates your brain cells.
اي حرك الشيء الوارد.
But yeah, by the way, I don't know if you know this, they're gonna reset. They're gonna reset the whole scoreboard. يعني اللي بدوا من البداية هو لأنه it shows you your stats لا.
Yeah.
كم واحدة سويت صح و on which try.
Yeah.
It's gonna reset for everybody.
I don't get it.
I don't get.
I just do it for the fun of it.
Exactly.
I don't care about the score.
لأنه يوم اسوي من التلفون يوم اسوي من البي سي يوم من التلفون.
أنا I'll quit when I get the God word. You know the أول واحدة صح.
I don't think you can do that. في 13,000 كلمة حسن.
Some people did. That's the funny thing.
أقول لك في 13,000 كلمة في العالم.
Wow, damn.
5 letter word.
5 letter words. إنزين هذا يعني بعد يمكن اللي محطوطين في شو اسمه.
يعني 1 out of 13,000.
And they can repeat يعني.
And my issue is كله I try to put the most vowels in one word and most likely won't be it. Just to see which vowels I need.
أقول لك لا فقاعد أطالع يوتيوب ذيك اليوم فأحسن كلمة تبدبها شنو؟ كرين. دائما.
Crane?
كرين.
CRANE.
No, I read there was a better one. It had 3 vowels.
ما أدري بس هذا يقول لك يعني أحسن كلمة تبدبها.
Yeah.
I think it's a good game برنامج لأن الايديا مالتها ان you're competing with everyone and you're competing with yourself قبل لا you're competing with everyone.
Yeah.
But basically for anyone who wants to start their day and burn some of their brain cells from early morning, download the game.
Yep.
It's a website. It's not an app.
Yeah.
Like, that's how
I don't know if there is an app for it or not. أكيد في a copy.
أكيد.
There's always
an app for it, but the popular one or the one everyone is using is a website which was bought by the New York Times for $1 billion.
Oh,
A billion?
I think it's $1 billion.
1.36 billion كان.
انت you're a web designer. The website that we do it on.
Excuse me?
How long will it take?
It's not a web designing thing. It's more the coding behind it. بالضبط كيف تسوي. Can you do it in Java?
Most likely will take a long time.
ليش long time?
billion?
And I didn't do Java in a while.
But too much.
إيه بس أنت already word list عندك. You're gonna feed the word list. إنزين. Gonna have word list بعدين is just an array حسان. وش
And
بدنا؟
I'm thinking of the glowing boxes لأنه.
لا خلي glowing boxes تسويها as a code بعدين خلي الديفلوبر مال الويب انترفيس بيسوي الويب انترفيس بروح.
Are we living life wrong يعني? What is this?
Yeah.
1 billion?
No. It's not 1 billion. Sorry, it's New York Times is buying Wordle for more
1
than
billion.
1 million.
1 مليون لو بليون.
Yeah, million.
Yeah, dude, يعني come on.
Yeah,
Wordle
billion was-
acquired by
يعني
New York Times for
Microsoft-
over $1 million. How much?
اوكي من كذي قبل كم من يوم قاعد اطالع
Yeah.
كنت الشارت مالت الاكوزيشن. انزين في شارت مالت الاكوزيشن اللي صاروا الفتره مو بس هالسنه من كم سنه يعني. فاخذ اكبر اكوزيشن حاليا في الاندستري مالت الجيمنج از اكتيفيجن. انزين بليزرد. بس واحده من الاشياء مثلا بانداي نامكو. بانداي انزين بوت نامكو فور 1 بليون. انزين فالاشياء في اشياء واجد يعني انت اوكي تقول انا ماي هول لايف واز بانداي نامكو ما توقعت لعبت لعبه بس بانداي.
Namco, this is how I remember it when I was a child. It had its own logo.
Yeah, I remember كان نامكو بروحهم بنداي.
It was mostly specialized like للذكر ديجيمون.
يس بانداي.
Yeah, Bandai.
اللوجو الاحمر لكن نيو
Yeah,
بوي.
yeah.
But here's the thing: my mind never noticed that they merged, and it became Bandai Namco.
Yeah.
It feels like it was always Bandai.
Yeah,
Someone
true.
لأن it's not one of those companies that advertise their name more than the game. في ناس اللي يسوون مثلا some games مثلا Call of Duty Activision puts their name so hard on that game اللي you feel like okay it is Activision game. تعرف Activision all the time. Bandai and Namco's games are like they make the game for the game itself. They just want to make something.
But here's the thing about Bandai Namco: زي يسوونه is just cash grabs out of anime games that are really dull.
Yeah.
هم اللي مسوين جمب فورس.
Yeah.
100% اتوقع.
Yeah.
So how is Jump Force so far? في أحد جربها
I
لعبها؟
played it. It's a really horrible game. The gameplay is so stiff.
It looks is it fighting game ولا؟
Yeah.
بس it looks
Arena
يعني
fighter.
it's from
Graphics is amazing.
لا اللي يعني الكونسبت مال اللعبه having multiple anime شو اسمه heroes حطهم يا بعض and they fight against each other. اول ما نزلت كانت تكون هايب عليها
It's
بس
just the
بعدين
game engine sucks.
اوكي
ف it's unplayable. It's really not fun to play.
مع ان بانداي نامكو عندهم العاب فايتنج.
Yeah, here's
Yeah,
the
they
thing.
do have.
They had a Naruto game for all the weebs out there.
Let's go.
The fighting in it was so smooth. The animation was amazing. They took the same engine وخلوه في Demon Slayer, which is a good idea. You're basing it off something good. They didn't do the same.
ديمون سلاير للعبه
ايه
ديمون سلاير السيزونين للعبه
I think every anime that's popular في
هي بس لا سيزونين نزل لي يعني مو تقول لي شيء just
It's,
like
it's a fighting game. A lot of animes do this ترى عادي أول season يسوون عليه fighting game يطلع سيزونين زيادة يسوون بعد واحدة.
ما يخص في
يزيدون
اللور
character.
ولا شيء.
But
It's
that's
just
the thing
fighting, you know.
that يعني the anime has its popularity not only from the anime but also from the manga.
The
so-
manga, yeah. But I don't think the game passes the anime in story. Most likely.
Yeah, of course.
اي واحده
Demon
Demon
Slayer.
Slayer.
But by
Okay.
the way, listen, most fighting games that they don't exactly يعني reveal a lot of things about the main story or anything. It's mainly fighting.
Just fighting, yeah.
Yeah.
So while we were speaking on acquisition, it was like more a lot of like okay, we'll talk later شوي زيادة عن the Sony Destiny or Bungie acquisition because Hassan has some points he wants to talk about as a long time Destiny player in Destiny 1. But before that, we saw Saudi سووا acquisition with ESL.
Yes.
Before they bought ESL and
Face it. Yeah.
for $1 billion. $1.5 billion.
I don't, why are we talking about billions? Can you have like, oh, easy money, billions?
Year of acquisition.
We're still but
Can I get 1%?
apparently the same fund اللي هو PIF مال السعودية اللي هو Public Investment Fund. They already have shares في Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, EA and Take-Two, which is they invested more than $3 billion. And that was like in نهاية 2021.
High PIF.
The same one. And now, I think just today, طلع لنا they also invested in 5% in each of Capcom and Nexon. I don't know what Nexon does.
I've never heard that.
حطوا more than $1 billion for that deal. So
For
they have 5% in with these companies. And
Damn.
plus, I don't know if you guys saw that, but they made a partnership with NBC Group عشان يسوون studio for a development studio to make AAA games. The first AAA game studio in the Middle East.
Yeah.
So there's a big investment in
Saudi Arabia doing big
for
moves.
gaming.
They're doing big moves.
Saudi Arabia is making big moves and big budget, man.
يعني them acquiring
God.
ESL and Face it لا?
Face it,
yeah, they
ESL and Face it, that means يعني logically we'll have more majors in the
هذا اللي كنا قاعد نتكلم عنه اخر مره في
بس
مو هذه اللي قبلها.
I saw a point of view عن هالشيء from someone else talking about this deal. Someone who is like more a business. He's a streamer, but he's like talks. I like watching him because he does a lot. He's a marketing director for Nvidia.
Okay.
So he works as a marketing director for Nvidia. For his streams, he does a lot of the streams. Of course, I don't watch the stream. I watch the YouTube video more. One of his thing every week يسوي يوم الاثنين he talks about like a big marketing topic or anything in business. So he was talking about a lot of topics. One of the topics on ESL. And his point of view is it's not the best deal. Then okay, you can get you got the name, the brand, the logo, which is nice, but the whole thing is the company itself, is the people in the company.
Yeah, okay.
Once they leave, they're gone. You need to bring new people to the basically you overpaid. Okay, and that's not bad to buy them, but they paid so much and $1 billion for a company that is basically a tournament organizing company, which there is like a lot of anyone can make it. You can make it by yourself. We can make a tournament organizing company, right? With that much money, you just bought the name of ESL which is a big name
إيه،
بس
لا
بعد at the
تنسى
end
بارتنرنج اب ويا كم
ESL
شركه ثانيه يعني.
ESL at the, yeah بس if you have a billion you can take
إيه،
any
أكيد.
partner إذا بتروح حق Valve بتقول لهم okay we'll make our own company we'll pay you this so much عشان تعطونا the right instead of ESL
بس لا يمكن ما تدري بعد شنو الكونتراكتات اوريدي اللي عندهم اكزيستنج مثلا
yeah
ويا
بس
ويا رينبو ويا سي اس ويا
Rainbow
وات
is not the
But
biggest
to be
esports
honest,
and the biggest one they have is CS and CS is not only ESL CS we have Blast CS we have it's not like it's exclusive حق ESL no one else can
But
do it
here's what I'm thinking why they did it لأن تقدر صح a billion you can do anything
you
with.
can do so
Yeah.
much with a billion it's a lot of money
But even if you were going to you have to build your name ground up.
which is possible يعني أنا
But this is
well, no
easier
one's
for
saying
them.
yeah but no one يعني أنا the point of is and no one's saying it's not easier to buy a company and already has a name but a billion it's just too much for an esport organizing a company لأن okay maybe you can pay way less like 10% of that budget they would be okay with it because it's just an esport organizing
By the
company.
way-
How much do you think ESL makes and they make some money بس بعد it's not like they've been doing the best ولا هم they selling the games they sell tickets they sell merch they sell sponsorship spots مروج حق التورنمنتس and
But the
maybe-
whole point is يعني the way I see it you can have your own local crew يعني build invest in local talent other than just pay to someone else and be like okay just run this
I
thing.
mean even if you're gonna pay a billion already يعني you put so much money into this to buy it now and you have to put also more money عشان to مثلا if they want to bring it here لأنه it's set up there لا set up for Europe set up for
Yep.
US it's not set up حقنا هنا so if you want to bring it over here you need to make a lot of more investment when it comes to offices space حقهم مثلا stages tournaments arenas stuff like that you
I
know
don't think هذا يعني بالنسبه لهم صعبه سنز ان الجفرمنت قاعد تسوي كل شيء انزين and they can do it
مو صعبة.
يعني احنا قاعد
بس that's
نشوف
a lot of
السعوديه
money
No,
for
that's
nothing,
what
you
you're
know?
saying. It's
السعودية
doable in a different way. يعني عندك بكل بساطة the way the tournaments are being done is the game of the tournament is that bring the views, not the organizers that are bringing the views. حطوا في بالك هالشيء. يعني the people who are gonna come and watch the tournament is the audience from different teams. It's not the organizers, the audience. They need to understand this. And that's one of the things from experience back when we used to run tournaments على OPN. The views are like team views. It wasn't نحن قاعدين نقول حق الأوادم
I mean,
تعالوا
there is a lot of
come and
potential
watch.
still, like we saw with AIC and stuff like that, right? But like, okay, I get his point of view, and now I'll say, like, okay, that's a really good thing, and they bought it, and especially for esports, حق region. But again, if you think about it, $1 billion is a lot of money for just a company that basically does what we can do, but on a bigger scale. That's it, yeah. It's $1 billion.
That's what you can do with a budget.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
anything that is planned ahead of time can be organized.
I mean,
يعني-
I mean, أكيد في like different stuff, and you know, we
Unless-
don't know about. There's a lot million things that can happen
Listen,
between them.
unless it's riot, okay, their production.
اعتقد ان اي اس ال يعني هالمبلغ اللي دفعوه فيه ما تدري انت كم اي اس ال اوريدي قاعد يدخلون فلوس لان في نهايه الموضوع في تورنمنت اورجنايزر انت قاعد تجيب سبونسرز قاعد عندك الرايتس مال اللعبه انزين سبونسرز از ا بيج از ا هيوج
How
ثينج
long do you think they need to make $1 billion back? Income, maybe profit. It's
بس
fair.
بس نفس ما تكلمنا
You're not
اخر مره
looking at the revenue stream, you're just looking at expenditure right now.
نفس ما تكلمنا اخر مره السعوديه قاعدين they focus on exposure
Yeah, more than just
more than money
They're putting
They do have the
using
money.
big names to create exposure,
إيه،
and that's a
بالضبط.
lot of bother of companies.
يعني السعوديه كم فريق في يوروب شارين
Yeah.
فريق كرة قدم
كرة قدم.
and they do buy حتى لو ما قاعد تجيب شيء they do buy
Dude,
مو بس
it's
السعوديه
the-
تشوف قطر نشوف الامارات دائما يسوون هالشيء
Yeah, but that's
just
what I
to
was saying,
expand their name
It's nice, and now you're spending this much money عشان to put your name out there, but it's as usual. We always talk about this حتى for any country. You're investing in, or you're spending money on a lot of companies outside of the region instead of investing it more in the
Look at
region.
هذا اكيد
Like,
هذا
if
اكيد
you if there was a possibility حتى مثلا تدفع half $1 billion عشان تشتري ESL and face it and then invest the other half في شو اسمه في الريجن for esports. You find a company. There's a lot of companies coming up.
Bro, we're talking about, here's the thing with this case, we're talking about $500 million.
It's nothing. But
Yeah,
when
no,
you
but
think
you
about
would
it,
do the world with that,
half a
yeah.
billion إذا حطيتها في شركة هني, you find a company that does esports.
Exactly. الحين اللي
And you
قاعد
put all that money into them, they can make something
great.
way big.
لا بس السعوديه احنا مو قاعدين اللي ما يتحركون عن الموضوع. احنا نشوف السعوديه اوريدي تورنمنتات لوكالي قاعد يسوون انزين they bringing
Yeah, بس
companies من برا.
I understand.
ونفس ما قلنا
why not
we have
invest
the-
extra. عرفت انه اوكي عندك ميزات زياده عشان بس you're putting it a billion مو شوي ترى. A billion is a lot. I don't think they invested as much في any tournament has happened في السعوديه. I don't think حتى Nexus, which was probably the biggest one, was invested in it as much as buying a company for $1 billion. $1 billion is a lot of money. It's a huge amount.
That's
of
what's
money.
like 1 billion, dude. Billion. I know the word sounds
Hopefully
to say, but it's actually a
at
lot.
the end يعني hopefully هذه البيزات اللي دفعوها ترجع لنا شيء حق الريجن. انزين مو as just like normal investment يتم برا. هذا اللي I don't care. مو انا دافع البيزات مو مخباي. I don't care انزين وش البيزات اللي براجعونها وش هذا. بس ابي اشوف شيء حق الريجن. انزين that makes sense.
Of course. يعني for us, me and Hamad, the whole conversation is about, we always talk about اللي هو نهاية youth and talent and supporting locals.
I'm sure there's like at least like 10 really good Saudi companies. يعني أنا ما أقول تعال نفست هنا في البحرين. الشركة بيزات سعودية. ف I'm sure there's like at least more than 10. بس خلينا نقول at least 10 companies اللي they have very good talents of يعني الناس سعوديين شباب سعوديين اللي they have all the aspiration to make a really good esports company that can bring up the esports community في السعودية وبعدين في الريجن كامل. بس as start في السعودية and لو بتعطيهم $10 million they would do
Just
a
like
lot.
we beg for the funds to invest into local talent teams and whatnot. They should also invest into global local organizers.
It's nice to see that there is more investment في gaming and esports, but it would be nicer if we have balance and
It's a step forward.
invest outside and invest here, you know, and give the people here some chance, you know.
ما ندري كم they invested بموضوع MBC. زين hopefully نقدر نشوف مثلا العاب عربيه.
The good news about that is that it is claimed as to be the first Middle Eastern AAA studio, which is really good.
Hopefully they just hire like mostly
Middle Easterns
talents من هنا. Of course they will need people من برا to lead it because I'm sure
experienced from
you need someone who knows how to lead a AAA team, right? لأن okay AAA game doesn't take يعني someone who just أول مرة في حياته يجرب هالشيء. Maybe a lot of people started back then بس الحين واجد ناس اللي they have so much experience يدرون مثلا okay if we're creating a AAA game we need this much money, it will cost this much money, it will take us this long, this many resources and employees will need وكذا. ف they know what they're doing. بس hopefully the smaller talent اللي يسوون ذا
وده good awareness يعطي حتى مثلا مو شرط انه مثلا تكون game developer عادي تكون كودر بس تشوف هذا وهذا will raise awareness
community managers people who work on مثلا
فيديو جرافيك كل شيء كل شيء
حتى في ناس اللي يشتغلون we all saw documentaries الأوادم اللي يشتغلون they will only do مثلا sculptures عشان بعدين they can 3D model them stuff like that,
you know this is one of the things that also another topic that we can talk about in a very minor way. Here regionally we always see يجيبون one person to do multiple jobs, so what we end up having a longer period of time of producing something with rushed projects. Please invest in hiring multiple people to do multiple things. يعني one person cannot do a lot of things.
It's budget.
يعني that person is the artist اللي يسوي sculpture is gonna one who's the rendering.
basically
اللي يسوي شاورما ما يسوي عصير.
عمر يسوي شو اسمه اللعبة مالته مسكين. He does everything.
عمور is local talent يعني.
So I want to talk about موضوع Activision انزين او موضوع مايكروسوفت وش قالوا عن كول اوف ديوتي.
يب
سو احنا نعرف انه لك عقب الاكوزيشن الناس حطت بوز على موضوع what about exclusives
Yeah.
وش بيصير عنهم
panicking.
and Call of Duty is a huge title so وش بيصير عنهم okay هل we'll have Call of Duty on a PlayStation ولا لا so they reported yesterday انزين انه will continue develop Call of Duty for PlayStation
Yeah,
normally
Microsoft is not about limiting people
so
to certain.
can we say good guy Microsoft
We
finally
talked about
The guy
this.
Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer is the Gaben of gaming now. He's like,
Dude, I already told you Microsoft will be the good guys.
Yeah, we've talked about this في one of the episodes بعد انه كان already
إيه.
طالع هالشيء. انا already اول ما طلع خبر ان Activision ويا
acquired.
مايكروسوفت are being acquired وكنا في الديسكورد. Oh, I was talking to Con Onder, someone else who someone who mentioned what if they make Call of Duty exclusives, but they were meaning in only DLC exclusives. I'm sure قلت له there's I'll pay 50 بعطيك 50 دينار إذا سووا اللعبة exclusive. There's no way Activision لأن that أو Microsoft لأن this is actually gonna kill their company. You know how much sales of Call of Duty على PlayStation.
even
PlayStation is الحين for PlayStation 5 it is the most sold console for the
Console, yeah.
generation, right?
yeah.
إذا بتقول لهم okay we're gonna cut off I don't know how many million of players to play Call of Duty. That's so much sales. It's like you're just crazy, you know.
It's not even about sales. The hatred اللي بيحصلها, the
Yeah.
backlash from the community, that would just see them as the devil.
I
خلاص.
think as far as it goes, it'll either be cosmetics that are exclusive,
Yeah.
or maybe timed DLC يعني a week prior on Xbox.
بالأحرى
maybe.
تعرفون حركة تتذكر حمد back in the days
Call of Duty, yeah.
you know, not Call of Duty. I'm talking about Blizzard. Hearthstone. When you like خلينا نقول you install it from your mobile, you get a specific
card وش يسمونه
skin بالأحرى for
back.
your
Card back,
for your
card back.
for your champion ولا card back.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
things that are cosmetic does not affect the game for you. That's
Yeah.
it. But if you're telling me there's like a specific gun that's gonna be OP, and now it becomes ridiculous.
Okay, so let's talk about something we've seen recently.
Why am I scared when you said this?
Yeah,
I've seen
because
them,
you
like,
were
يا
not with
ربي.
us. We actually went yesterday to watch the Uncharted movie.
Oh shit, it's out.
That is out, yeah. So we went yesterday. No spoilers, of course. So don't worry. Don't turn off the
Okay,
episode.
okay, wait,
We're not
wait.
gonna spoil anything.
Don't just
Did you
rating.
play Uncharted Mims?
No, but I watched that.
Allowed.
I watched the
yeah.
I
walkthrough.
played 1 and 2 and شوية من 3
You finished 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
بس ما أتذكرهم يعني PlayStation 3 man
I played all of them. I have a
Rating,
I have a
rating,
tattoo of Uncharted.
rating.
And we were right there. And I was excited for the movie, but when we've talked about this way من قبل في البودكاست when we watched the trailer that I don't know how long, like 2 months ago شيء كذي كنت طالع لنا التريلر on the
Got
podcast
sometime.
and يعني I didn't go into this because video games movies we don't have really
By
good
the way,
history.
listen, don't compare. I will say this: don't compare the movie to the game. Try as much as you can.
لا
try to
I'm
split.
gonna tell you my I don't and I've talked about this with واجد الناس اللي يجون يتكلمون يقولون يكرهون مثلا مسلسل ولا فيلم لأن it's too much changed from the book. I'm like
Yeah.
but that was the book, this is the movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know why you're comparing it. خصوصا في Game of Thrones. I know Game of Thrones fucked it up at the end بس من حتى أيام اللي كانت الحلقات واجد فن. There's a lot of book readers اللي يطلعون يقولون wow, they changed so much. This
readers are
character,
elitists.
yeah, this character should not be like this guy. This guy, I'm like, yeah, but that was the book. This is the show. This is not made to be exactly like the book. It's made to be a show. And even with the movie, I understand that the movies have to go for more broader audience. And okay, there is إذا في مثلا 10 million people who played Uncharted, there is probably 100 million people who will watch the movie.
Exactly, yeah.
Because they don't care if it was from a game or not. It's just a movie that they will go on a weekend.
And
Oh,
enjoy.
وش فيه الأفلام? Oh, this movie looks
Exactly,
nice
yeah.
from the trailer. Let's watch it. They don't care.
وهذا اللي كان ينرفزني أمس السينما
That's how movies
That's
are
the
made.
reality,
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
audience.
things.
This is
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it is. They
Before
cannot
we-
create it just for us. You know?
Before we continue about the movie, if you turn on your flash in the cinema, fuck you.
Oh,
Sincerely.
dude,
Sincerely.
مو بس
You don't need to
flash.
chat.
بطلون تلفونهم والبرايتنس ماكس.
exactly هذا اللي صادني
انزين يا اخي just
يعني-
do this.
The cinema.
أو حتى إنه مثلا okay, so guess if you actually really need to reply to someone,
Dude,
like maybe it's an emergency at work or something, no?
Dude.
قصر the brightness. It's so
Listen,
easy.
listen.
It's so easy. It's a dark place. Just make your brightness minimum ولما يدشون they want to find their chair the light is مال التلفون
لحظة
so for some reason أمس حسيت إن ليتات التلفونات كل من is way brighter than any time in my
close
life
your eyes.
I don't want to think don't do this
This is literally what they
yes,
do.
yes
bro, they literally cinemas literally lit up letters يعني
يبين
لما
أو
تركب
أي
على
حرف.
الستبس
إيه.
الحرف مولع. Why do you need a flash?
وبعدين لا with the flash they stand in the كرسي
إيه لا ويسولفون لا انت قاعد هني صوب ده قاعد صوب ده بعدين لا ما يصير لا واقفين قدامي ممس الفيلم بدي ها 4 واقفين قدامي انزين يتعازمون منو يقعد
yeah
انزين خلصوا قعدوا خذ تلفونه خب يصور سناب شات فلاش
Why?
بوب كورن ترى مو جائزه ترى سينما انت داش والله العظيم مو عاطينك
I
جائزه
don't need your spoilers.
I was
I don't need it.
درفست انزين نص الفيلم انا قاعد اشوفه كل شيء يسوي في تلفونه لانه اوكي شاشه قدامي I don't like to وش اسمه
It's
To
dark.
what- to
The
هذا.
room is
إيه،
dark for a
إنزين.
reason, for immersive
والله العظيم احسان
experience. You
ذا
piece of shit.
برايتنس من تلفونه انزين احسه يضرب لي هني
Dude, listen, I have a personalized message for someone. And
last message let's
listen,
go.
you piece of shit.
wanna go
رجعت يا فيلم دون. You asshole. Why you were texting your friends, checking their stories on Instagram? Quit that shit.
yeah
No
it's
one
a lot
gives
of
a
times
shit about
the
you.
people go into movies just because they want to go to movies they don't care about watching anything and it sucks but it is what it is I
It
guess
is.
well, we
So,
cannot do anything about it
ريتنج
so
Yeah,
my rating honestly if I'm gonna rate the movie as it just a movie without the anything else I would
yeah.
say maybe like 8 I would give it 8 it's a
solid
really nice
8?
movie I enjoyed watching the movie a lot
I'll-
it was fun but I feel like in my opinion if I did not play the game or any of the games I would enjoy the movie more
Because part of you, of course, is gonna go back to. Ooh. Because like, again, you cannot undo it. The comparison is always.
And I disagree with Hamoud and I give it a 7.5.
I'll give it 6.5
انزين I'll give it a 7.5.
حمود is too generous
انزين
What's going
بس I
on?
disagree with Hamoud. I feel like I enjoyed the movie more because I played all the games. بس I agree in it is made for a broader audience. If you didn't play Uncharted, you'll still enjoy the movie. It's not
I need to know
a
what
box
who's
office
this yeah.
thriller that will destroy the charts and everything.
لا
It's
لا
a-
it's just a nice movie
yeah, a good weekend movie.
Yeah.
You won't hate
It's
it.
your
you forget
typical-
about it after
But
it looks
as someone who played the games, I feel like made me enjoy it more.
no.
so نفس ما قلنا امس توم هولاند از نونو في الفيلم
But شوف
Sorry to interrupt you, but he's not a no. Tom Holland did a really good job. He did a really good job, but he didn't. I don't want to spoil.
look
He did a good job.
yeah to
That's
me
not the good job you
without
expect.
look without spoiler it's not a spoilers when we talked about this من شفنا trailers and
Yeah.
I'm really firm believer on this I understand their choice with Tom Holland لأن like we said when we went to the movie أمس we went 8 people probably from the 8 people only 3 of us اللي أنا وعلاوي وحسان who knows the characters more than
In depth.
يعني we know how the characters
Yep.
look how the characters act and
Yeah.
talk وما شاء most people في السينما هناك I would say even more than 90% اللي كانوا موجودين في السينما اللي احنا كنا فيها they don't know who's Nathan Drake and who's Sully and they don't care or they have no idea of who. So when the studio comes to casting and doing this the main character Tom Holland is a big name. Oh, he's a spider. He's the Spider.
He's-
طلع في Avengers. He has his own movies.
Please,
So
his girlfriend is Zendaya.
yeah,
Okay?
and he's a big name. يعني حتى in the social aspect مو بس في الموvies he's a big name. ف when a lot of people come to choose the movies اللي جو ما يفتكرون إن it's a video game movie probably they didn't even know after leaving it.
اول ما شافوا بلاي ستيشن ليش بلاي
Yeah.
ستيشن
They only care about an oh it has the guy from Spider-Man
Yeah.
right oh it has the guy from Spider-Man let's go watch it it has to be good either the guy from Spider-Man said I would like to be the main character in this movie then
Must be
it should be a good movie and Sony made the movie so it has a really good names right so but when we look at it as people who played Uncharted and care a little bit to me honestly Tom Holland did a nice job and tried his best to be Nathan Drake but it doesn't fit not even close.
Yeah, the writing they gave Tom Holland is not Nathan.
انا مو بس عندي مشكله ويا الهاي، عندي مشكله ويا البلوت هولز يمكن اللي صاروا في الستوري. and I do understand it's based on video games so عادي.
Is
واجد
it
من الألعاب.
يعني it's your typical treasure hunt
I don't want to
But
spoil
they
it.
removed the
Enjoy the movie بس
Because it's based on a game, and a game takes like
Yeah,
20 hours
exactly.
to finish. So that's a movie in 2 hours, and you have to put
انزين
everything in.
يعني انا 6.5 ترى هالايام اذا اقول 6.5 it's a watchable movie بالنسبه لي صار، لانه ابي تو جنرس. اذا مثلا اذا اعطيها 6.5 سبايدر مان از 9.5.
listen
ما عندي شو اسمه سوري ما عندي شو اسمه
Yeah, Spider-Man is
listen it's basically when you give that rating it's like I enjoyed it, am I gonna rewatch it again?
No.
I would.
Uncharted
Yeah, me, I would watch it.
If there is a sequel, I would probably.
لا,
لا
even
سيكول
without the
100%.
I'm talking about the same movie you're gonna go
لا.
watch it.
Not
Yeah,
in
yeah.
cinema. I would not go
Yeah,
to
like
cinema
at
again.
home يعني.
I'd watch it again if it
اي
was
بس يعني
out.
مو بشغله بروحي بطالع.
Yeah, I'd
Okay,
watch it
إذا-
by myself again.
لا واجد بالنسبه لي I'm too generous
am-
for a movie.
The thing is, and why did I give it 8? And I understand that your point, and why would you give it high? The reason I gave it 8, or I felt like it's 8 to me, لأن I am a very, 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 very big fan of Uncharted. And to me, Uncharted coming to be a movie or a series of movies, مثل يعني if they make more movies, it's very something that I would never expected. And if I thought, oh, they might make a movie for some of the games, I never would think Uncharted. It's not
Uncharted,
one of the huge games in the world. It's a really popular game, بس مو لدرجة إنه it's so big اللي أوادم يموتون
If
على
they
اللعبة.
did The Last of Us, it would probably have more
Yeah,
traction.
and I love Uncharted, so to see it in an unexpected way worse. I
Yeah.
expected way worse.
Yeah, yeah.
I think because my expectation were low, ورحت هناك and I enjoyed the movie and it was fun and it's nice to see a lot of like different stuff from Uncharted. They put the Naughty Dog logo in the movie
I
for
don't
like
know
a
if you noticed this.
short period يبين the Naughty Dog logo. I'm
I
like,
don't know if
that's
you
cool.
noticed this, but in some scenes في اللعبة مثلا عقب cutscene and خلاص you'll start playing, they show you how the enemies disperse and everything. They did the same thing in the game in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Production
actually
wise.
nice.
I'd say اخر شيء على موضوع مثلا ليش اعطيته هالقد وليش اقدر اعطي زياده. اعطيه زياده مثلا اذا مثلا بعطي 7 او بعطي حتى 8 اذا بطالع من بوينت اوف فيو انه اتس ا فيديو جيم موفي. ترى طول عمرنا عطني فيديو جيم موفي ذات يو ريلي انجويد.
To be
That's what I'm
honest,
saying.
اساسن كريد
Assassin's Creed
6
was
حده
watchable.
6 حده
I would
انزين
say to be honest with you,
سونيك ها
no
سونيك واز
hate.
انجويبل بس بعد ما بطالع ما في عندي فيلم مال فيديو جيم برد اطالع.
Listen.
وورد اوف واركرافت بيكوز اي لاف وورد اوف واركرافت بس بعد بعطي 6.
Anyone remembers Prince of Persia?
Prince of Persia is a good movie.
Was a good movie.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well,
There you
but the
go.
games got worse, so
It's Ubisoft man.
yeah. So
It's Ubisoft.
It's either this or that, you know.
To segue off this topic إذا بتخلصون. You wanted to say something, man?
I'm done. I
Sorry.
said
Go ahead. لا لا
I'm done. I said what I
Go ahead.
about the movie. Honestly, I recommend going to watch the movie if you have the time and everything. You should.
At the end of it, to be honest, no one can يعني destroy your hopes and dreams like the movie mod, the Avatar, The Last Airbender.
The new.
I still didn't watch it and I never will.
ما اعتقد
What-
اشياء اخس من Resident
What
Evil.
about the new Resident Evil?
Exactly.
Is
Wait,
it out?
what's up with the...
Yeah, it's out. نزل
That's how
وخلاص.
bad. That's how bad it is.
How
Wait.
since when?
A
شهر
month?
Is it
شهر نزل وشالوه من السينما.
I didn't know.
And it's that bad.
Holy shit.
ما حد تكلم عنه.
You know
يمكن
what?
3.5 ريتنج
Listen,
ماله.
you know
I'm gonna
what?
check.
I'm gonna watch it and talk about it next week.
Yalla, okay.
You know-
I would like. Honestly,
قلبي.
no joke.
Let's
No joke.
let's
No joke.
have it a task. Let's watch it all of us.
Okay.
Okay.
No joke. I'm not joking. I started the movie to talk about it in the podcast, and I watched 10 minutes. بعد ما نلت- I
By the
couldn't-
way, just saying this, I hate
no
it.
joke. والله I swear to God مو قاعد أغش وياكم. I'm not saying this just to make myself sound interesting for that. I actually started the movie, watched for 10 minutes, قلت you know what? Not today. I cannot do this. I need better things in my life. I cannot do this.
By the way, I already hate all Resident Evil movies. I have no idea why people find them good.
I like the
Listen,
first one.
They're really bad adaptations to the
I
story.
like الممثلة في البداية فمن
I
كذي
know.
شو
See,
اسمه.
the only reason I would watch the older movies because the main character اللي هو
إيه.
Alice then she actually did a great job but
Alice was not a game.
She's amazing. They created this character just for the movie.
Just for the movie.
And she's
Is it?
canon. The whole thing is canon,
She's
but it's
like-
not part of the
No,
games.
no, listen. You know when you make a character in Dark Souls and you have the NPCs? That's
Yeah.
basically how the movie is. And to be honest, the whole plot is it goes from it's like the video game plot to whoop. I don't even know what the fuck is this. Like it's
Something that interested me the most in the movie أمس مو the most يعني piqued my interest. في البداية طلع شيء جديد اسمه PlayStation Productions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then this is what I wanted to segue into Sony getting Bungie. Something we forgot to mention last week. Apparently one of the main reasons Sony acquired Bungie is to create media.
That's what people are saying, but that's not.
No, apparently it is in
So are we
Yeah,
seeing,
but they
are
never
we seeing a
confirmed-
TV show / movie حق
Destiny.
يعني Sony never actually
Yeah,
confirmed or said
Yes.
stuff. People
But-
are saying like and there was talks in between the companies.
seeing PlayStation Productions in the beginning makes it even more likely.
So في نهاية الموضوع it's a Sony production.
Yeah.
Sony production في الفترة الأخيرة إنزين حتى ويا أفلام مارفل إنزين صراحة أنا بيوم آخر شيء كنت أطالع عن in general مو بس عن هالفيلم يوم كنا نطالع التريلر مال Uncharted إنزين CGI was little bit off أمس ما حسيت بالعكس CGI was good.
Good,
Yeah.
was actually
It was
good.
like, I think
يعني this comparing to Venom
There's one.
this is
more-
way
so
better than
much
Venom
better.
man.
Yeah, there was one moment I think of the CGI that I noticed was kind of يبين إن CGI and it doesn't look like real, but that's like me like actually looking very hard. But if you just watch it to enjoy and casually, you wouldn't notice.
بس CGI لحد الحين يعني أو خلينا نقول في آخر 6 أشهر تشوفونه وش
بس
خلي
CGI.
سبايدر مان
Best-
سبايدر مان
Dune.
is
easily
Yeah,
It's
it has to be
Dune.
done. Yeah.
I think Dune
No, no,
is
no,
the
no,
best
no.
I've ever seen, even better than Marvel.
I would
لا بس
listen,
سبايدر مان
listen.
ما كان شوية
ما كانش
CGI
لا لا Marvel is top tier to me. Everybody knows this, but
بس
Dune
بس
was
دون
it was insane.
لازم تشوف دون
I
القديم.
think the reason the reason why Dune looks more better than Marvel. I wouldn't say better, but looks so much. And it
Biased, Hamoud.
feels different. We watched Marvel for
Yeah.
too long. It's been more than 10 years. We've been watching Marvel movies with a lot of good CGI, and to us, Marvel CGI is normal, and it is what you expect from Marvel. But from Dune, it's not. Villains and heroes motion. It's just the
scenery.
effects,
Man.
and they do the cinematography very يعني in a very artistic.
Yeah.
كل شيء من بعيد and you can get
اللاندسكيبس اللي في دون انزين
That's why I
Yeah,
like it
يعني
more.
يعني في خلينا نشوف مارفل سيريس دائما اذا بتشوف في تيك يعني كلوزر لوك السي جي اي يكون كاركتر سي جي اي يكون
Yeah.
فايتنج سي جي اي
لكن
دون
Shang-Chi
السيناريو اللي
Yeah.
شفنا فيه
was really good.
Yeah.
لا بس دون السيناريو اللي فيه يعني في واحد من السيناريو كان اللي يطلعوا خلاص they will departure
yeah
من الكوكب.
الطيارة
God damn السي جي اي ترى I've been working نفس ما حمود اخر كلام اخر اسبوع I've been working with Blender الفتره اللي طافت
Yeah.
having this amount of texture انزين على سين احسن it will take you years to
Yeah.
collect
Got it.
انت
Oh
قاعد
my
تتكلم عن التكستشر قبل كم يوم انا وحمود قاعد اراوي التكستشر كذي قاعد نفتر تعلم اركب تكستشر حصلت ويب سايت فيه تكستشر قاعد اطلع شلون الناس تسوي تكستشر الناس تاخذ رياليستيك فوتو
Yes.
تركبهم
Yeah.
انزين اي قد رياليستيك فوتو اذا ما عندك اوريدي انت المحل فلازم انت قاعد تجمع رياليستيك فوتو from all around the world
It's like basically putting comparison between multiple photos till you get to something that is similar. And like, talking about bad one of the video game series / movies.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about Halo?
yeah of course
I'll
Which-
say
which-
it looks like shit.
I have mixed feelings
looks like shit.
okay when I say I have way شو اسمه يعني
ما-
low expectation for Uncharted I have worse expectation
Want
for
to know
this
something?
لأن
if
the
anyone-
trailers okay do you want me to put a list and say it now or because it will take a whole episode for
لا،
me to go
لا،
through only the trailer كفاية بدون
Okay, you know
الشو
what? We can talk in depth in the next episode. But one of the things, why did you make Cortana?
a human she's
Why-
an AI
Why she's
and
not
you
blue?
can literally make a CGI just AI or whatever
You
whatever
saw-
way you want to
you
do it.
saw-
جابوا واحدة زين like a, and they just like put a blur effect on her. It's like,
and you know what
AI.
I said this before Uncharted it is for the broader audience and it's but this is changing the whole
The
idea of
story.
the show or the story of the
This is
game.
for no audience.
It's
that-
like taking
and
a
plus-
dump on شو اسمه اللي هو ماستر اسمه
Master Chief.
Yeah, it's like
صوت
that.
كورتانا مو صوت كورتانا
No.
ترى.
And Master Chief armor looks like a plastic. Even if you 3D print it, would look even better than what they showed because it looks like he's wearing a spandex وحطنا عليه plastic.
True.
No joke, looks like shit.
Oh, by the way, he's known for his height and he looks like a midget.
I'm gonna wait for the show. I'm gonna watch the show. I can't just
The CGI.
to be disappointed. But
توري
honestly, I don't know why Microsoft chose شو اسمه وش اسمهم Paramount Plus to do this. I mean عندك Netflix عندك you have so many
HBO
different
HBO would be
why would
perfect.
even Hulu does good stuff.
Yeah.
Why would you go to
Netflix.
I never seen anything from Paramount.
Dude,
Talking about-
I think if did anyone saw the trailer?
Yeah.
The CGI. Oh my god. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
it's bad. Everything is bad.
I was
Oh.
eating. I had to pause. I was like,
It's
Everything
bad.
is bad.
It's bad.
Everything about this
ترى
trailer
اول
is
شيء
bad.
طلعت على تلفوني اول ما نزل من تويتر بعد
Yeah.
زين it's actually تويتر they have a good compression system مو bad not bad شو اسمه
the
Twitter, no,
compression-
come on, it's shit. The
No.
video compression.
والله عندي
at some
أوكي.
point مرة واحدة it just you cannot see shit.
Yeah.
لا في البدايه اشتغلت
Yeah,
العادي
the
اشتغل
video
عندي طبيعي
compression
بعدين
was-
شغلتها
Twitter is
Twitter
A.
has the one of
Okay,
the
لا
worst
عندي.
video
ما ادري على
video compression.
Mainly because you cannot control the quality.
يمكن لا بس
The
عادي يعني
Second is what's up. My god.
no, you know what? Not the worst. The worst video player in the world is fucking Reddit.
Yo.
Reddit has the
هذا 100%.
worst
Yeah.
video player. I don't know how they cannot make a better
Literally,
video
I
player.
play a 6-second video, full quality شغال كل شيء and it's cool. I want to rewatch it. I rewatch it.
ما
It's
يشتغل.
pixelated.
اسود يطلع عندي
It's so bad. Reddit
إنزين.
is so bad.
so we're talking about pop culture حمود we have time to talk about
You have
something
you have like
else
like 10.
so I want to
15
talk about Lord of the Rings
Mhm.
the Rings of Power امس
Yes.
نزلوا لهم صور حق
Sure.
حق الشو
Yeah.
to be honest
That
الصور
looks
اللي
interesting.
حاطينها
What?
looks interesting
Oh, okay, thank God.
سيناريو كذي
I mean,
سيناريو محطوطين بس صور انت ما تقدر
يعني
تشوف ولا
there's
شيء
nothing major. They don't show you like هذا بس it's just
Yeah, but
بس the
نشوف اللاندسكيب اللي وراهم في بعض
the
الصور
the
وهذا
idea the idea itself it looks very interesting. I mean if
It's Lord of the
like
Rings.
you can fuck up Halo and people will be fine.
hey you can't fuck up
Lord of the Rings.
No,
You
no,
are
no.
fucking so
Listen.
hey
fine.
يعني this is the end for Amazon
not
Amazon production this is the end for them
No one will trust them.
either they make it or break it
Invested heavy, لا?
hey
Yeah.
son it's 10 million per episode
Oh my God.
Yeah.
it's 10 million per episode
it's the
بس عندهم
Still,
واجد
still way less than buying Faceit and
Bro, Game of Thrones. I
Is
think
it?
Game of Thrones season 8 episode 5.
you see how investments can go way better than what you invest
Game
in.
of Thrones season 8 episode 5 was the biggest,
The biggest,
budget
yeah.
ever in an episode, and I think it was around 40 million.
Something.
لا ما يطافوا 10 for per episode ما طافوا
لا مو this particular episode.
ما ادري يمكن
Fair.
بس
You're telling me-
Then that was like a huge scene.
لا, I'm saying this is even greater. If per
Huge
episode
scene,
it's
but-
minimum 10 million. Holy shit.
so basically ان شاء الله نشوف في الفتره الجايه هذا
listen.
يعني
Talking
to
about-
recap, PlayStation Productions
Hamoud, we
gives
have
us hope for
10
more
minutes
We
PlayStation
have
shows.
some time.
There
yeah.
is another show that I want to talk about really quick. Okay. Anyone played Dungeons and Dragons before?
No.
Oh yeah, I know what you're gonna talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Did you?
We talked
the
about
critical role شو اسمه
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
critical role هاي لا
Okay, we're talking about if anyone didn't know, there is an Amazon series based on an actual Dungeons and Dragons like
Group. Yeah.
group,
Group, yeah.
and it's called
Vox Machina
yeah,
Vox
the
Machina.
Legend of Vox Machina.
Yeah.
yeah
And let me tell you,
Did you watch it?
that's some good ass show.
It looks fun.
بس
It
وش
looks very
سالفتهم
fun.
وش
It's-
سالفتهم كل من قايع عليهم قبل
شنو؟
لا نكمل هالموضوع
شنو؟
اتس واجد مسوي لهم فوضى على
Because to
انهم
be honest,
اتس ذا كاست از فول اوف وايت بيبل انزين وما ادري ويش كذي انزين and they're taking place I'll read it حق الاسبوع الجاي
Yeah,
ده
but
هذا.
honestly, if we get to that point, and to me, honestly, I don't care. I'm gonna watch the show because of the show. I don't care.
this show is just, I swear to God, you can never believe that bunch of nerds were sitting in a
You
basement.
know, these guys are في لما طلع when we were
bunch of
talking-
nerds
Yeah.
when we were talking
Based
about
off
the
real people, لا?
yeah
Yes.
when we were talking about the leaks small Twitch, they are the most paid Twitch
As they have an
in-
XQC.
in the world.
Yes.
Oh, these are the guys.
yes
Yeah.
Yeah.
critical
Okay.
role 3 million يطلعون per year
That's for sure.
لا more like 10 million. It's excuse you or like 8 or something.
But the
Mm,
story
1 point
يعني-
something.
لا لا لا, but that
XQC.
was for 2 years.
for a year and few months.
God damn.
It was like from October like
Okay.
like January or something like that. I'm not sure. It's like it's a year or a few months, and they made like I think over 10 million or something.
But to be honest, the thing that I love about the story, without spoilers, it's such a fantasy-based story with pure, unique characters.
It's a show or a movie?
It's a show.
Okay.
So every week 3 episodes
كرتون
yeah.
حتى الانيميشن ماله شفت شو اسمه ذاك انفيزبل
Invincible.
كان
yeah.
نفس الشيء يعني فاتس
Okay.
فن.
So to be honest يعني عندكم سووا نفس حركة Arcane. The idea every week 3 episodes got released. So
Okay.
then the final 3 episodes I think it's next week. Okay. And I kid you not, it's the first time I watch a show and actually I'm laughing my butt off. It goes from serious.
It's not
to
very serious,
funny.
very serious. Yeah.
No, it goes from serious to dark to funny. And
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, so it's like really great job to these guys. I don't know their full name, but great job, guys.
For the last 10 minutes I want to talk about Steam أو games on Steam. So قاعد نتكلم عن الفترة الأخيرة عن شلون الألعاب قاعدة تنزل و they broke records easily. فالحين قاعد نشوف Lost Ark. So Lost Ark will come حاليا الساعة 8 المفروض تنزل. بشوفها حنا ما نزلت أصلا. زين so Lost Ark it's a Korean game.
Yeah.
زين نازلة من 2019. So it's RPG game MMO. So it's Diablo style.
Yeah.
Top view.
But it's an MMO.
اي but it's an MMO. انزين got released في 2019 بعدين as a only Korean game بعدين صارت في راشا بعدين وصلت عندنا as global.
Yeah.
انزين global نجمتين وراها لان ميدل ايست ما نقدر نلعبها.
Yeah.
So امس صار لها 3 ايام نزلت اللعبه as انه مو فري تو بلاي if you buy the founder pack تقدر تلعبها as an early access and it's the 2nd most played game on Steam.
Yeah, it was huge.
What?
لما نزلت في
all time peak it's the 6th.
Yeah, when نزلت في US you were watching يعني I was on Discord, the guys were watching like few streamers who just started creating they're installing the games and one of them was Asmin Gold. When we watched at the beginning Tawa he created a character and entered the game had 250,000 viewers live on Twitch
Yep.
by
Holy shit.
himself. Not mentioning everyone else who was streaming, and there was
Yeah.
like a million other Twitch streamers streaming the game. حزتها بس Asmin Gold by himself had 250,000 people watching him play that game.
I hope it's not
insane.
another new world, you know.
شوف الفرق ان هذه لعبه نازله من 2019 people already been playing it.
Yeah.
انزين as كلام الناس اللي لعبوها بين قوسين مخلوق. انزين I was talking to him yesterday creature وش شو اسمه البجز اللي فيها game without bugs. يقول لك already شو اسمه اللعبه already نازله من قبل so any bug already تصلح في الفتره اللي طافت. So الحين نرجع الى موضوع الديفلوبرز.
Yeah.
So it's developed by Smilegate published by Amazon.
Yeah.
So Amazon آخر لعبة نزلوها as
New world.
New
New
World.
World, yeah.
and it was في البداية فن بعدين صارت bad.
That's very bad, yeah.
Is it بالنسبة له from Amazon point of view إنزين إحنا قاعد نتكلم عن إن New World is the 5th شو اسمه peaked game on Steam إنزين Lost Ark is the 6th اثنينهم published by Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's a huge thing for
I
them.
hope they don't do the Microsoft where they buy something good, they kill it and take its good formula, put it one into what they already
EA
have.
have been doing that for ages. مو بس هم.
I hope they don't kill off Lost Ark to make New World better.
no, to be honest, I feel like each game has its own unique formula, and I don't think they should combine both at all.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't look a lot about the game. بس.
So اللعبة you can have it تسوي لك account مو بحريني يعني إنه VPN create an account حتى مثلا people from Netherlands they can't get the game since it contains loot boxes and it's against Netherlands regulation فسوي لهم أكاونتات بس ديرة ثانية ويلعبونها عادي. You just need to
Yeah.
head VPN download click download the game من VPN and that's it. You
That,
don't
by the way, I
take
think
it.
before it gets published by Amazon, Mortal كان يلعبها. And he
No
had
stop?
like so كان منزلينها and he had VPN and multiple
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
because
Yeah.
actually-
Creature did the same. Yeah.
and everything was in Korean.
I don't
Korean أو روسي.
Yeah, so it's
Depends.
like ادعي ربك and he understand what the hell is going on. Just like click away basically.
So hopefully إنزين اللعبة بتكون fun سو من الناس اللي قاعده طالعها ريدز مالها سيستم مال ريدز
Yeah.
فان سيستم مال دنجنز فان يعني سيستم مال
Even
ريدز
the art styles
yes
amazing.
the animation is amazing سو قاعد اطالع الريدز comparing the game as an MMO الى واو انزين similar to واو صار موضوع شو اسمه الدنجنز you have to dodge you have to see when الفايت في بعضهم انه you need to have like DPS tank support whatever
It's
عشان
the usual.
to cooperate
Yeah.
yes بس comparing بعد الى نيو وورلد اولا موضوع الفار هذا اللي واحد من الاشياء اللي قتل نيو وورلد خلي البجز انزين موضوع الفار فانا دو دنجن لازم
active
في الchat.
talk in chat, try to find someone who will reply to your chat and keep spamming in chat لما
There isn't a
Yeah.
Discord or something.
Not
or
even
there's
this.
no like okay في World of Warcraft you actually queue
Listen,
there's an
most-
actual queue you
وصفت.
queue up for
Yeah,
dungeon
exactly.
and everyone else queues
Yeah.
وبعدين مثلا انت تانك وياك healer and you need 3 DPS
You just
the game
search.
finds 3 DPS
Yeah.
يحطونك ويا بعض
هني بعد you queue
2022,
across servers
you know?
you don't queue on your
Hello.
server only
Don't you have search engines?
yeah
you
So-
queue across servers so it's easier to find people هذا واحد الشيء الثاني
because it's
عندك
different instance يعني it's not on
أي.
the same world انت بديش dungeon is just a instance itself so you can put like different servers the same instance
hopefully نشوف اللعبه صراحه في الفتره الاخيره ما في لعبه غير فالورانت صراحه العبها
yeah
100 TFT
Ooh.
so
Elden Rings.
it's coming next week المفروض 2 weeks from now
راح مبارك كم مفروض.
2
At
weeks
22nd
22nd or 23rd
10 دقائق. You want to talk about Nintendo Direct?
Oh, Nintendo Direct. They showed nothing. We're done. they
They
didn't show.
Breath of the Wild.
so if they didn't show Breath of the Wild
It doesn't
they
matter.
showed nothing
Yeah.
for you
Basically.
guys
Yeah.
I mean, okay, they showed some stuff. but
This
still.
the Mario
showed-
Soccer game you showed me
then-
looks dope. It did look dope, but is it a release I'm waiting for?
And they- oh my god! I
what
can't
about
wait for
what
this game
about
comes out.
the sports game
No.
كانت ضيقة. احنا
These games
نتكلم
too. These two games.
نتكلم عن اذا نتكلم عن وي سبورتس كانت وي سبورتس اسمها they sold
Wii Sports, yeah.
shit load of
You know
Wii
what?
Sports.
Why they sold shitload of Wii Sports?
لان
Because
كانت
comes
تنحط
with
ويا
it.
اللعبه
Yeah.
بس حتى لو
But that
I know
comes
it was
with
a
the-
popular
and if you
game.
buy a Wii, it comes with the Wii.
Okay.
So
بس-
it doesn't that much. It counts, بس مو لدرجة إنه oh I'm buying the Wii عشان أشتري.
إيه أكيد.
It comes with it, right?
I'm not gonna sleep at night and say, "Oh shit, they revealed Wii Sports." But if they do Breath of the Wild, I won't sleep.
شوف
Makes
أنا the
sense.
different أنا what yeah that's what I'm saying إنه مثلا هذا الحين يسمونه سويتش سبورتس وتمر نينتندو سويتش سبورتس الجديدة and the Mario football game. These games اللي even if you and تحط تريلر انه oh the game will come out in 1 week or 2 weeks in a month it doesn't matter it will come out people will
أيه.
buy it لا it's not oh people need to know there's no
Completely
story
understand, yeah.
people are not waiting for it to come out or they will buy it or يعني I'm willing أنا ما عندي switch I'm willing to buy a switch for Breath of the Wild 2 I'm not gonna buy a switch عشان نلعب ماريو سوكر
so what about تتوقعون هل كان لو بيسوون امس الاناونسمنت مال اللعبه would be normal ولا they need to hype the announcement
I think.
it's Nintendo.
people.
Yeah.
I think this is my opinion. They'll reveal it early summer.
I think it's E3
Or-
yeah, probably
Give it a trailer
E3.
and they'll release it by the end of the year.
holidays 100% اذا بتنزل
I think
تنزل
it's
holidays
gonna
it's
be-
Nintendo man
it's gonna be their announcement for E3 I think that's all they're gonna do.
Hopefully.
still they'll go to
Speaking
E3
of
E3
But
is
that's-
just the name
The
of the
E3
time.
timing.
Yeah,
Okay, the E3
that's why
timing,
people-
yeah.
People will start announcing games عشان people
E3.
are gonna. Then this is when everyone needs to keep. Now the thing is that happens why a lot of companies like to announce for E3
عشان
because it's
the holidays
competition.
لو
No, it's because it's competition.
it's competition yeah.
And if you announce something now وبعدين تجي شركة مثل سوني ولا مايكروسوفت and announce something so big في جون وانت Nintendo that you announced on February so many people will forget about your game because it's been too long وجون من جون إلى شو اسمه إلى November when the holiday starts and the people start buying stuff for the Christmas and stuff like that you forgot the February stuff so you remember the newer things لا?
So still بالنسبة للجيم developer أو الجيم publisher to be exact إنه it's the golden time to release the
I guess
games
this is the one
during the
it
holidays.
still shows that that's the most time when people spend money to buy stuff
حتى موvies يعني أنا أشوف
Yeah.
أغلب شيء إنه مثلا during holidays.
لأن people will
Of
spend
course.
they don't mind spending that much money because oh it's a gift for someone it's my so
Okay.
I'll buy a PlayStation I'll buy an Xbox for a gift for my kid or for my شو اسمه my brother whatever
بس-
you know?
Not even about that. You have free time to play some games. يعني.
Yeah
Spend
لأن
some
أقول لك
time.
بعد it's more because it's the
Festivities.
mentality of marketing and
Yeah.
and sales. This is where
Okay.
people are like, okay, I'm not ما بروح بدفع كثر فلوس, but when it comes to the holidays, it's like,
One
okay,
time a
it's part
year.
of the year. We
Yeah.
need to buy
Okay.
gift, so I need to buy a better gift for my friend,
بس
for my
بس
husband, whatever.
في الفتره الاخيره شفنا
My
اصلا
wife.
العاب قاعدين يسوون ريليز حق او مثلا ببلشر يسوون ديلي حق الريليز مال العابهم عشان لا يتعارض ويا العاب ثانيه. لهالدرجه وصلنا انه اوكي I want to release my game انزين لان في لعبه ثانيه بتنزل في امل تاكلني وما هذا.
باي ذا واي سوري كمل
يعني نفس ما شفنا ويا بلادنز ويا اوفر واتش.
Yeah.
لو بلادنز وقفوا الريليز مالهم او they released their game before Overwatch انزين كانت احسن لان Overwatch actually كسحت موضوع بلادنز ونو ون جيم.
To be honest, I would say each game had its own uniqueness. You cannot.
لا بس ستيل يعني
No, it's still Blizzard back then.
Yeah.
At Blizzard, even with
Yeah.
that, Blizzard was
Exactly.
huge, you know.
قول.
Speaking of Breath of the Wild, the new Harry Potter game Legacies اسمها.
Yes.
Yes.
Hogwarts
is
Legacy.
apparently very inspired by Breath of the Wild and Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Let's
amazing.
go.
It will apply the same formula, the same world, the same progression,
So basically
which
Nice.
will be dope. It's done right.
it's
Yeah.
PlayStation exclusive في
I don't know. I hope not.
مو متاكد انا ممكن
لا
مره
أتذكر.
بتاكد
No,
ولا
no, it's
سيء.
not. It's not. أتذكر they say it's gonna be on PC and on PlayStation, Xbox. I think it's gonna be also mobile if I remember correctly.
لا ما اعتقد مو بالله.
I think.
I don't know a lot about
بس
this game,
it's gonna be all
honestly.
over the place. يعني it's a huge
So
game.
it's
and
PlayStation Xbox هذا كلهم يعني.
I told you لا.
لا بس ما في موبل.
خسارة.
Like PC, Switch, and so.
The graphics اي موبل يشغلها.
Dude, it will be really cool if you have a cloud system where you can play the game from anywhere.
اوكي كلاود سيستم you have
Maybe,
Xbox
yeah.
Cloud بس اذا نزل.
تن تن تررن.
إذا نزل عندنا.
تن.
Anyway, I think this is about it for this week's
Yes.
episode. Thank you all for joining us on Twitch and everyone who watching on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Like we usually tell you, we do stream this live on Twitch every Friday, 7:30 p.m. and twitch.tv/respawnbh. And we're also on Instagram. You can find us Spawn Point Podcast on Instagram. So just look it up and follow us. And we'll see you next week on the next episode.
الى اللقاء.
Bye.